Oh, man. I don't know what you had invested in this cute little show of ours to keep you coming back, but we're so glad you're here because tonight is finally the night that we achieve adorable. How's everyone feeling?
I've never felt better.
I thought it was the night of the festival. What does that have to do with adorability?
Oh, you're gonna find out.
Everything we do is
Okay.
cute.
I'm feeling good.
I don't think I would disagree. Everything Gardas does is definitely not cute.
It wouldn't be cute if he wasn't a dwarf.
Do you remember the one time he let his alcoholism interfere with the mission? That was
Yeah.
pretty cute.
The one time.
The one time.
The one time, okay, he let his alcoholism seep into the mission, but he was also like rolling nat 20s and picking up all them logs off those kids.
Yeah, Gardas can quit whenever he wants.
It's
Yeah.
weird to hear how much Jeff is trying to justify someone else's alcoholism.
Yeah, you feel ownership for the character.
Yeah, right. In a way, it's my own alcoholism that I'm trying to defend, in a manner of speaking.
Jeff, do you need to talk about something? Is this about to get serious?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
This is a safe place.
Safe place to discuss Gardas's alcoholism. He's a fictional character. He doesn't actually exist.
Right back into it.
I've been getting this way wrong.
As we get into this festival, this holiday season, hypothetically, if you will, do you guys have any like favorite traditions or holidays? Favorite time of year that something you do like every year that you really enjoy?
I thought this episode was coming out in March.
I think May.
May?
Yeah, but why are you dating us?
We can still talk about.
Yeah, because it's the episode's about a
That's
holiday, right?
I forget things.
Yeah, we're tying it to the episode, not to real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you dating us?
No, so I guess that's mine, is I forget things really easily, and I'm not very sentimental. So we don't have like a ton of traditions. I mean, we have just normal holiday traditions, I think, but I don't. Yeah, I guess I just don't. I don't have any big family traditions or anything that we do. We don't have like a family reunion or anything. So to answer your question, no.
Growing up, almost every
Doesn't appreciate his anniversary or birthdays.
Whose anniversary?
growing up, almost every like family thing that we did ended up turning into some kind of situation. And so as an adult, I'm very reticent to do anything.
Wow, this was
Holidays,
supposed to be
travel.
fun, and I regret this question.
No, you're going to love it. It's going to be great. It's gonna be great.
Cranberry and turkey sandwiches for Thanksgiving. That's a must. Got to do that every time. That's really good.
That's
We
great.
also used to drug our Christmas tree habitually every year. It would get the pain relievers.
What?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, literally every year.
I'm confused. Do you mean this literally, or is this like I'm?
Literally.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't
You must have blocked it
understand.
out.
Yeah, can you elaborate on that, please? Because
No,
I
it
think
would just, like,
everybody is
we
confused.
would cut down a tree and they'd be like, put some aspirin in there. And we go, okay.
You would actually put aspirin in with the tree water?
Yeah.
do you
Put a little
that
willow
helps?
bark in
Think
there.
it lives longer?
No, I definitely protested it. I was like, this is a waste of aspirin.
Yeah.
But, it's already dead.
So anyway, we took my kids to the ocean a couple of years ago, and they of course had a sand fight on the beach, and so I had to take one of them back to get cleaned up, And on the walk back, he rode on my shoulders for the first little bit because he's so small he couldn't make very good time in the sand. And then when we got back to pavement, I set him down on the ground. Then we're walking and holding hands and everything. And he looks at me. He's like, "This has been a pretty good trip, huh, Dad?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's been great." And he's like, "I think this has been the best adventure of my life." And I was like, "Oh my God, I need to get over my issues and be a better, more present parent." Like the kids deserve better. And so now I'm trying really hard to enjoy holidays and trips and stuff. Try and grow up a little bit.
Good.
Yeah.
I was
By
wondering
the time you grew up.
I was wondering where that was going to get back to the traditions.
Yeah, I'm going pretty ham about it too. I'm trying to make fun things for everybody every time.
The
Do my
tradition
best
is
anyway.
PTSD.
Yeah. Just stepping through it, a little post-traumatic growth.
Around Halloween, Tony and I, on Halloween, Tony and I are like, we absolutely do not want trick-or-treaters. So we turn off the light and don't get any candy
Love
and then
them kids.
hide and play video games.
Nice.
So that's the closest thing we have to a holiday
You're
tradition.
referring to Kip's birthday, actually.
That's
and
true.
I highly prioritize that over whatever any selfish anyone else might have going on. Okay,
Beggars coming around for candy.
Those beggars.
I mean, so
I have
here's
family members to
Somebody
take care
else
of.
has some post-traumatic growth to do, I think, maybe.
you could take a bowl of candy and just put it out on your porch.
No,
You've said
no,
this
no,
to me
no, no.
before, and I still don't want to do that.
And you don't
I
have
know-
to interact with
I know,
anybody.
yeah, but we only give out to like 2 or 3 people, and then we're done.
Yeah, but then you have candy to eat yourself.
No, okay.
I mean, win-win.
Win-win. It's
Agree to
outside
disagree.
candy, though. It
I
might
meant by
have-
like 2 to 3 people. I meant 2 to 3 people come and take everything in that bowl.
Oh, no, that doesn't.
That all the time. It happens all the time.
To who?
We know from experience.
Yeah, you know from experience because you said you just said you'd never ever do that. It's what I do every year, and we always have candy left in the bowl.
I have some doorbell footage to show you.
It's just him naked in front of the doorbell. It's just Tony's just dancing.
Nothing to do with Halloween.
Full helicopter. I have a mask on.
It's titled Trick or Treat.
Fun sized.
Is that a Blues Brothers song where he's like flirting
Fun-sized?
he's flirting with the singer and she's like, that depends on what you'll pack in, regular or king size. It's a Blues Brothers song.
No, it's not Blues Brothers. Well,
not?
unless it's not from the movie. If it's just
No,
from the
yeah, like
band.
from comedy album thing.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm not positive then.
That's an old one.
Yeah, it's not in the movie for sure.
I don't think I've heard that in 22 years.
I love
been
the
a long
Blues
time.
Brothers. It's one of my favorite movies.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
We're on a mission from God.
What about you, Tony?
His tradition is to ignore kids on Halloween.
Yeah.
I like how you just keep grouping me in with my wife. I feel like I'm being treated very unfairly.
Isn't that how marriage is supposed to work?
Yeah, we don't live together most of the time, so like we have very separate lives, you know.
That's why they got a bigger house so they could sleep on opposite ends. As far apart from each other as possible.
I would like to apologize to the listeners. A few of us are going through some head colds, but god damn it, we're going to record. So please forgive all the coughing and sneezing and all sinus noises.
Oh, no.
That was
Oh,
terrible.
is this the episode for the supercut of sinus noises and mouth clicks and stuff? Should I put them all at the end?
Really don't know if I want to do this.
Do it. People will buy it.
People will buy it.
People will buy it.
They'll buy anything.
Yeah.
Like me helicoptering on doorbell cam.
Why buy that when I can just get it for free? Are you going to try and sell it to me? I'm not paying you money for that.
Have you not received the restraining order yet, Tony?
I've received multiple. I ignore them all.
I ignore them all.
Those
about-
are just like jury summons.
What about the royalty checks for your helicoptering? Have you received those?
I ignore all of those too.
Oh, they're like 3 cents.
He does it for the love of the game.
I had a neighbor who was in the original Star Wars and he would get royalty checks for like 13 cents.
That guy was
Yeah.
super cool.
He was really cool. He was a good dude. Shout out to Daniel.
Are you ready?
I was born ready.
I thought that's what that long silence was us being ready.
I wasn't sure.
Oh, okay.
Especially
yes.
not with you guys.
Then I'm going to answer yes in the affirmative. I'm ready.
So let's take it back a few weeks. You guys are returning to Willow Shore as heroes. Everyone wants to hear the story of what happened at the lumber camp. Gardas goes back to scavenge what he can and gets his earded ore sign. Violet Wagon is asked by Old Matsuki to be his champion for the duel for leadership. Ari sicks some leshies on the entire saloon. And you guys officially inherit the Cerulean Tea House and all of its hidden treasures. You guys go to the town meeting. It goes mostly to plan with a few exceptions. Ari gives an inspired speech. Gardas does the opposite and riles everyone up. No one wanting to waste any more time on division, the people push to decide on a town leader immediately. Gardas tries to interfere with the fight and earns him a punch. Old Mitsuki chooses Violet, Granny Who chooses Joey Woey. The villagers make a ring around them, and it was an extremely bloody duel, and it was much closer than it seemed, but Violet Wagon and Old Mitsuki take over Willow Shore.
It wouldn't have been as close if I started with full health. That was a mistake on my part.
But immediately after that, Gardas gets another punch,
Son of a bitch, Cedric.
and they decide to let the dwarves fight. It's a brutal fist fight. Broken noses, splattered blood, and
Broken
the town
necks.
of Willow Shore gets into the blood sport.
All because of Osu.
And Violet, who urged them on
Yeah.
with a couple of rallying splashes, no less.
You're welcome.
Everyone seems a bit better. And you guys go back to the tea house to treat your wounds, sleep, reflect a bit on the day. And immediately the next morning, all the leaders show up at the tea house. They start piling on chores and favors and other responsibilities. And fall just begins to be racing by. You guys are researching the curse, learning new skills, trying to get food, tending to your gear. Hokai has a problem with a fox. Ari is starting to get just a little shaken. Not bouncing back quite like she used to. Stanker comes to you guys with a shit snake problem. And that's about where we left off. You guys neutralize the vipers, but the viper venom neutralizes you guys, where you were able to take care of the vipers in just a few seconds. You were dealing with this poison for almost a minute afterwards.
Right?
And despite Gardas not wanting to be known as the shit snake guy, your reputation is spreading quickly.
We've done so much for the village, and we've done so much, yet this is what we're known for.
You're rewarded with a weapon rune. You spend the rest of the week researching the insidious curse that's trapping you in the shore. Gardas spends some time buttering up Old Shoe for some of his dope-ass wine. And he's also turning every fluid he finds into ale or wine or something else that he deems drinkable.
Mhm.
Ari is relentless in her pursuit of a friendship with a local feline. All the while, the growing feelings about the upcoming festival of the first long night creates a strange, tense, and exciting atmosphere. And it's the morning of. You guys wake. Osu first, wiping sleep out of his eyes. Your tea house coming along, but not quite finished, I believe. How would you guys like to spend your day? Are there any pressing issues that you feel like you need to attend to before the festival tonight?
I think I'm going to go and meet up with EE and make sure that he's ready to do, his soup thing and make sure that he's got everything that he needs to do the best festival that he can do.
Yeah, I think Violet's going to try to, provide some fish for the festival kind of thing. He's going to go dig them up, start a fire in the middle of the city, get them roasting.
All right.
Yeah.
Pause. I'm going to, sorry to interrupt, hero point situation.
Oh, yeah.
2.
2 to Kyle.
2.
2
I have one of
to
those.
Courtney,
I have one of those.
Also, one.
who I love deeply. And I'm going to, we got this. Watch this. We're going over the
It's not
top.
gonna
We're going
happen.
over the top.
It's not going to happen.
Up, whoop. Oh,
Hey,
that's one
barely.
touchdown. Okay, I was going to do it with my
Barely.
left hand, but I don't want a shot at it. So we're going up.
Throws, and he catches.
Oh,
So much
2 for
two.
2.
This team.
Such a better catch.
I get a hero point.
okay.
So glad I wasn't involved in the throwing and the catching portion.
Yeah, me either. We're too close.
Excuse me. Have you guys ever tried to take a word back after it's already like at your lips? It's really hard. I hurt myself.
It's out there. It's on record now.
Nope. It's just a shotgun noise coming from the back of my throat. Uninterpretable. Ari, how are you going to spend the day?
So Ari wakes up and she's going to start painting her face, and she'll do like
First thing in the morning.
oh yeah, she'll do like moon, like the moon phases on her forehead,
Ooh.
and maybe make like little like cloudy, wispy, different paintings down her neck, and then she has her other tattoos that it meets, so she'll stop there. And then I think she's gonna go out. I'm assuming there's a
Oh, keep going. I was just saying, I just need the first couple of hours sort of thing. So, but keep going.
I'm assuming there's a place where the festivities take.
Yeah, it's
Place.
like in the center of town.
So she's gonna go out there and set up a little stand to paint faces like she normally does. at
Cool. And you
festivals.
guys should know that your cerulean boar is, across the street from like where the heart of this is going to be on. You're very
Oh,
centrally
really?
located.
I
so you
Somebody's got to
could
work.
you could set up a stall sort of thing closer. You could leave it open. I'm just letting you know it is an option, being that most of this happens downtown. You guys are 2 streets over from the town stage. You should also know that over the course of 6, realistically a little plus, right? Like the main festivities are 6 to midnight. But I mean, who shows up to a party on time, right? And if we're going all day, I don't know about you, but I'm about ready to start drinking right now, and it's not even 1. So, like, who and what you guys are doing can change throughout the night and sort of thing. But it's not you're not just constricted to these 6 hours, but
yeah.
you have options.
So Gardas, that's actually what Gardas has been doing. I didn't realize we were so close, but that doesn't change much, other than I'll have like directions and signs. But basically, I'm hauling just tons of alcohol and stuff into a booth, essentially, that I was going to be setting up, and just working on like business stuff to try and advertise for the Cerulean Boar for
So
the
you're-
new tea house opening.
Sorry, excuse me. You're setting up you are setting up a booth then.
Yeah, because I don't think anyone wants to like hang out at the tea house to try and sell tea during the party. So we would more than likely set up a booth. But it's all advertised and stuff. There's lots of branding on there. There's the Cerulean Boar and everything. And we probably had Ari make some signs for us. And I made her put a beard on the Cerulean Boar on all of her artwork. But one thing specifically that I wanted to do is I wanted to go dig up one of my casks of ale. I probably only have 1 left from my original batches from the old bearded boar, and I wanted to take it to Osu and talk to him about something.
Okay. So first, we're going to go back to Osu. You're going to start looking around for your dad. You have not seen him for a while. Whether or not you've seen him after Usa's funeral is mostly up to you, but it's been a few days since you've seen him. You can give me a perception check or even a diplomacy to ask around town to try to find him.
That's 10 on dice with 7 perception, 17 total.
You catch wind that he headed out of town about 2 days ago to go on a hunting trip. He hasn't done this in a while, but it's not completely out of the norm. He's capable, but he's just, he was kind of getting up there and going alone at this point seems a little strange.
It's odd for him to miss festival, too.
Yeah, him going out a couple days ago, you would expect him to be back any time now, maybe with something for it, optimistically. Pessimistically, he would, just be back empty-handed.
Okay.
Violet, you wanted to start a fish cook in the middle of town.
Yeah, next to Gardas' booth.
The fish fry, totally.
How big are we making this thing? Like, how much do you think you're actually going to be able to feed?
Let me see. I'm going to say that I want to be able to cook like 20 fishes.
Total?
Yeah. Big ones. 20 big fishes.
How much oil do we need to fry all those up?
Well, I think that I'll just start like a pit fire, next to the booth there and just put them on spits with some like brown
Okay.
sugar and
So,
some basil. And
I know you're not going to like this, but we're combining a lot of different things here with
Okay.
the gathering the fish,
Uh-huh.
the number of people,
Yeah.
how well can you actually cook.
Yeah.
I need a hunting lore check.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Why can't I get survival in here? You're always making me roll this hunting lore.
Can I do crafting then to maybe aid him?
If you're not working on your own stuff, you can choose to forego your other stuff.
No, I'm not going to choose
Okay.
to do that.
9.
I made the DC 11.
You son of a bitch.
After
You have
roll
a
the 9.
I mean, I saw his modifier. You have a fish fry going. There's a deep pit. There's a fire going. You have some fish.
Nice. I'm doing it.
They're still like mostly raw,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
like it's awkward.
We'll just
like,
leave them over the fire till they're done. It'll
like
be all right.
kind of
So the opposite of raw. They're gonna be-
kind of sushi, but like
We're not done. That was one check. There's more checks
more
to roll
checks.
today. It's early in the day, guys.
I'm learning from my mistakes too, because next time he'll let me do survival instead
God,
of hunting lore.
you're just
I
gonna-
don't know why I have to do hunting lore for fishing.
burn all of our rations.
I told you weren't going to like it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ari, first of all, I want you to roll a crafting check for your face paint.
Cool. Natural 12. It's a 22.
So you it's immaculate. Like you nailed everything you wanted
I know.
to. You were looking in the mirror, but you were able to reverse it like when you actually did it. So like it's everything you wanted it to be. And then you wanted to do a face painting booth outside, but you're going to struggle to find enough materials to actually go for any length of time. Luckily, unfortunately, however you want to look at it, there's really not that many kids in town. But once people start seeing what you're capable of, you might not just have kids who want to come get their face painted. So how are you going to go about getting the rest of your supplies?
Well, I have like a tattooing kit. So I think I would use like the inks and the paints. I have a disguise kit. Like,
So you're going to tell them that like the ink isn't going to come off for about 2 to 3 weeks because it's permanent, but we're only going on the top of the skin.
well, I mean, she does this like every big festival. So I
But
think
you've been cut off from the outside world. You guys haven't been training. So what are you going to do to get your material?
maybe she would. Is there a place that she could buy some from, or like
You could definitely go shop around.
or I could gather berries and make my own?
We haven't seen Shinzo for a while, have we?
I need you to tell me what you are going to do.
Okay, I just had to think about this.
Welcome to improv comedy.
Yeah, I think she would try to find natural materials that she could turn into paint.
So you're going to have to go out into the wilderness a bit. You're not going to, there's not, a bunch of berries. You're not going to find a wide variety in town.
Okay. Maybe she'll go out with Violet when he's going fishing and
Because I want to get my face painted. Ari, can you paint my face too? I want moons.
maybe he can help her find like patches that he knows of.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are going to leave town. You guys are going to go out to the near outskirts of town and try to find berries to pick.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave my fish there. I'll scoot them up a little bit so they don't get burned.
Gardus.
They're slow smoking.
Gardus, let's talk about your booth.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about your booth, Gardus.
Mostly alcohol.
Mostly. So what else is there?
There's some tea stuff.
Oh,
because
gross.
we do own a tea house, but the tea is definitely spiked.
So everything's alcohol. So when I said what wasn't alcohol, you meant there was nothing that wasn't alcohol.
Yeah, but still, tea is different than just straight up alcohol.
But
That's most.
I'm so confused.
These are craft spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
These are bespoke tea drinks.
all right. So again, the booth it's a pretty simple carnival booth. I mean, we don't have a ton to work with here. Like you said, we're cut off. But I think, again, over time, Ari has probably painted us some signage and things like that. So I'm definitely going for maximum business, like advertising the Cerulean Boar, like coming soon, the new tea house, reopening of the
new
Cerulean
bar.
Boar. Well, bar, tea. What's the difference? It's a tea bar.
Especially when you put alcohol in all of it.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
So lots of branding. And things like that, but so just lots of barrels of alcohol.
I'm thinking
around
it's a
and-
crafting check, but if you want to argue something else,
No, I love crafting. I love crafting checks. 16 plus 6 is 22.
you did a really good job. You're worried that it might be a little
Thank you.
top heavy because the sign you put up there is so big.
Well, I'm
and you
not
have
worried about that at all. Even if it is, I'm not worried.
Yeah, there's an arrow. You painted it
Yeah,
the perfect
yeah.
blue. It's part of the reason why Ari's having such a trouble finding the dyes she needs because you have so many different colors and blues up here.
I used up a bunch of her
It's
paint.
pointing towards the Cerulean Boar, and like you can't like the only bit like if you transition your sight because the sign is so high, the next building you see is the Cerulean Boar. So this is you're gonna have a +1 to all of your commercial checks for the festival.
Awesome. Quick question: how heavy the Cerulean Boar statue that they gave us is made of actual cerulean? How heavy was that?
Oh man!
Like, can I
had
tout that over myself, or would that
No.
need like a team of people?
You could ask to borrow Violet's wagon, probably.
Yeah, I don't want to spend too much
It's like
effort on
it's
that.
probably like 4 to. I had the number. I'm gonna
4
say
or
it's
500.
5 bulk. I'm gonna say it's 5 bulk.
Yeah, I could
help you move it before I go out with Ari.
It's not super huge, right? It's like what did I say? It's like probably 3 feet long, 2 feet wide, 2 feet tall.
So I want to have that on display too. It's probably like sitting on top of one of the barrels.
Sweet.
Does that sound good with everybody?
Yeah.
I don't want to take out like some heirloom that somebody's planning on passing around to their kids and get it broken, which it probably is.
I don't think
it could
Gardas
happen.
would consider that.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's Jeff seeping into Gardas.
Osu, unable to find your father, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go down to the town square, and is it still early?
We're talking probably noonish.
We're gonna do a service. We're gonna do a festival service.
Tell me more.
We're gonna go down. We're gonna stand up on a soapbox and try to gather people around and get people's attention and hear ye, festival days are upon us again, and may the blessings of Pharasma or whatever deity you pray to be upon you today. Just some regular standard boilerplate stuff.
So you can choose religion or your Pharasma lore check.
Religion, please. 11 on dice with 9 religion is dirty 20.
DC 20. You get a hope point.
Yay.
That was a rousing speech, sir. Hey,
It's literally the same
don't-
one we read every year.
I don't mean to. I don't mean to give you a hard time, sir, but I am on duty today. Everybody else wanted to participate in the festival, so
You all know Stefan has been fired from the town guard. He is no longer an official town guard.
I'm working it, and I couldn't help but notice you didn't put out your public speaker placard. Did you get your permits for this? I don't want to, what you said was great, but
Were you giving the speech close to where I was setting up the stuff
Oh,
for the booth?
yeah. You would have been within earshot.
Yeah, he said he was going down to the town hall, and that's where the booth is. I'm also going to give Life a hero point for that.
Oh, thank you.
We're going over the top again. 3 for 3.
Damn.
Going to Disney World after
Yeah,
this.
Steven, I it must be in my other pants. I feel like I had it. I definitely got it. Like I did last year.
my name's Stefan.
Stefan, I'm sorry, Stefan. I'm sorry. Hey, how's your training coming along? How's the arm feeling?
I had a little problem.
He holds up his arm. He's like missing a finger now.
I think it's going to be okay, though.
Which finger?
Pinky.
We got to remember this.
Yeah.
This is deep Stefan.
He's missing
lore.
a pinky.
Which
Yeah.
hand?
Right hand pinky.
We're going to cut to Ari and Violet Wagon. Violet, give me a survival check.
Oh, I like that one.
Actually, no, you're hunting for berries, so give you
That's still survival. Foraging is still
you
survival.
can roll a survival check.
27.
Ooh.
You think you know where to go because time out. Do you see color?
Oh, that's a good question. I think I do, but in a different spectrum. I think it's like ultraviolet to blue instead of the reds and greens and stuff,
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
That's great.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
You think you know where to go, but you're so dumb and you know so little about dyeing and color theory and color combinations. It's going to be up to Ari to see if she can make anything out of where you've brought her.
We're just going through the woods and I'm pointing out all the things that have stained my clothes. I'm like, oh, if you grind up bones, the gray will stay. If you use this particular brown earth, it won't wash out.
And he also points out the most consistent dye he can find comes from the tips of the thorns because they always stain his clothes red.
I like to imagine that Violet gets like a little ultraviolet too. So he's like, look at this one. It's super pretty.
Yeah. It's like
Smatterings of gray.
It's like, look at the veins of color in it. Look how it dances in the light. And you're just looking at it. It's just
This is great. Thank
and I
you
got
so
like
much.
my big old lizard eyes are just like fully dilated looking at it, like
Also, ultraviolet has to be a thing. We have to figure
At
out
some point.
Yeah.
at some point we have to get
guard
to
it,
ultraviolet.
or Violet will like mech and change into ultraviolet.
Ari, give me a nature check.
Okay. That is a 24.
Nice.
You find all sorts of colors. You actually don't realize it until you're in the middle. Violet's like covering you, like carrying you through a bunch of these brambles and stuff. You slide probably 4 or 5 feet down this little tiny ravine. You are in a canopy of just brambles, and there is berries of every color. This is a hidden berry grove.
Jackpot.
I knew it was here.
Thank you, Violet. You're so smart.
You not only I wanted to roll to see how many different kinds of berries and colors I found, and I rolled max. So you guys can definitely stay here long enough to get your dyes and maybe even some extra. But depending on how long you want to stay here, you think maybe you could potentially even get another food point.
Oh.
And still make it back in time for like the festivities and things.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It would take a while, but it's like noon right now. So in some places, the festivities, if you're someone like me or Gardas, are already started. But, you know, those
Yeah.
are also the ones that are going to try to also take it to 3 a.m. and not just midnight sort of thing. But, you know, right now it's mostly preliminary stuff. It's pretty early in the day.
Right. Well, this was not how she was intending to spend her day, but realizing that Gardas took all of her paints, she was just like, oh no. So she will be more than happy to collect food and then just start painting during the festival. But it just won't be like she won't be staying at her booth the whole time because she's definitely going to party. So someone has to like come up to her and be like, hey, can you paint my face? And she'll be like, yeah. So
She'll be like, what? I'm sorry?
Yeah. So she's going to start collecting berries, putting them in a little basket. And
Yeah, and Violet would be happy to help. He's definitely preoccupied with feeding the community and everything.
And be honest with me, what type of berry picker is Violet? Is he going to pick more than he actually, like, is he going to contribute more than he actually just eats?
I think so, but most of them will be smashed. I think when he picks berries, he just like grabs the whole branch and then just
Have a lot of, like,
milks
twigs
it,
and
you know?
sticks
Yeah.
and leaves.
So it's like every berry that comes off is bruised or busted, and
He's going to come back and being like, picking berries hurts way more than hunting. Just like bloody palms.
bloody berries.
soothe. Yeah.
Well, why don't you just shake the branch and I'll pick them up off the ground?
Oh yeah, okay, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
When remember my grandpa used to take us blueberry picking, and we'd have like these big old coffee pots and stuff, and everyone else's would be like, oh, mine's full, and mine's like a quarter of the way full, and I have blueberry juice all over my face, and I'm like, how are you guys getting so many?
I'm getting a stomach ache.
The kids, we did that with blackberries, and it was on a beach, and the kids were all just pooping sand for days.
Gross.
That's a good time.
Oh yeah, to be young. Where were
Young,
we?
This was like a year or two ago.
Oh, you were also pooping.
And by kids, he means him and Danielle.
Yeah.
No, just me.
Yeah, just him.
That's why we have kids to tell our stories through.
So we do get a food point?
Hold on.
I want to mark it on my
I
sheet.
just want to make sure we...
Hold on. We have to make sure that Violet Wagon doesn't pick berries like I do.
Should I roll for it?
Sure. Sure.
Hunting lore?
Oh, 50-50.
No. You're going to roll a will save.
Oh, okay. Do I have to use the roll I already did, or can I re-roll it? It was a 10.
Are you calling? Who's calling for your rolls?
Okay, I'm rolling again. Here we go. Oh, that was way better. 28.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm feeling good. I'm
Take
feeling
your
strong.
food point.
Yay.
Kyle preemptively rolls stuff. He just rolls something and then leaves it just sitting on whatever it is, and so he can just use it for next time.
So now we're going to smash cut back to Osu, Stefan, and Gardas.
First of all, Stefan, get out of here.
Sir,
what are you
wait,
doing?
But sir, I was actually hoping I was hoping you'd participate in something today, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
I'm trying to raise a little money for the urchins.
I don't have any money.
Well, yeah, but I thought maybe we could, auction off a little ale. Like you could donate a little booze.
Are you supposed to call them urchins?
That's what everybody called me when I was a kid.
Yeah, Stefan, don't be so insensitive towards the.
Everybody called me an urchin.
Towards the
Do we
poor.
use a different word now?
Don't be so insensitive towards the poor, Stefan.
What do you want to call them, sir?
The poors.
The unhoused.
That,
The poor.
Poors. Okay.
that sounds like a great idea, Gardas.
Yeah.
Would you donate
of the-
some alcohol?
Can we get rid of this guy? I need to talk to you, Osu.
Yeah. Well, just give him his casks that he can
Yeah,
auction
I-
off.
How much money do you have?
Well, I don't have any money, sir.
No,
It's for-
sell
it's for
ale.
charity.
This is a business.
I'm a deputy private in the. I don't get paid right now. It's a volunteer position.
Deputy private. Okay.
Yeah, didn't Jinping fire you?
Well, he's a wise man. I'm sure that this
So
is
that's a
gonna-
yes.
Well, no, it's not that I was fired. It's just that I'm on deputy duty now. I'm I'm assistant deputy.
The way that you trailed off right there makes it seem like this isn't an actual official position or anything.
Sir, I feel like you just don't want to donate any booze to the poor children.
You want me? Let's step back and think about this. You want me to donate alcohol
Yeah,
to the needy children?
to auction for the needy children.
Oh, to auction for the
Yeah,
needy children?
we're gonna hold an auction later.
Sounds like advertising to me, Gardas.
All right. Oh, so you've convinced me.
Okay,
Oh, so.
yeah, we'll do this. We'll do the small one.
You give it.
I go around and I find like because I've been making all this alcohol with magic, and some of it's been good, some of it hasn't been so great. Like I'm still practicing, figuring out how to do this. I find what I deemed to be like just the cheapest, crappiest barrel, like cask of ale that I made.
Is that the best one we got, Gardas?
Oh yeah.
Stefan's real excited when he takes it from you, and then he looks at it for a second. And he goes, "This is the elderberry wine, sir. Are you sure that this is what you want to donate for the auction for the children?"
Stefan, did I give you a barrel?
Yes, sir.
Did you seem appreciative of it?
You know, I don't mean to bring any heat to this situation, but did you have your brewer's license on display? The governor says.
Yeah, take that and go. Yeah, yeah. I'm just like
The
pushing
governor's
him,
not even here or in charge anymore. It's like the governor said.
Yeah.
Listen, Stefan, you just got to add some old spices. That's the whole point. It's festival wine.
What's a mold spice?
You say
sir?
this as I'm pushing him away, like pushing him towards wherever the little children are that he's
Yeah.
going to be giving all this booze
So-
to.
Just to be clear, Gardas, you did donate some alcohol freely to orphans and the unhoused.
Under duress.
He was so insistent that I just wanted to get rid of him. So yes, I
You
did.
get a reputation point with South Bank.
Oh wow! Oh, I didn't even have to roll for that. You guys had to roll like 3 times for your food.
So, what is the reputation point situation?
That is 15 for South Bank.
Yeah,
I've got
8 for North.
Northridge. Yeah, confirmed.
So,
Yep.
there's some mechanics that I'm going to introduce that we, really should have been playing with for a while now, but we have a lot going on. So, I'm looking at this Willowshore reputation table.
Nice.
And so at 15 for South Bank, you just became admired. This means that most, if not everyone from South Bank will have a friendly attitude towards you. Most of your social DC modifiers are going to actually be at a -5. So most of the DCs are going to be dramatically lower. The big thing I want to tell you guys about, and I'll need help tracking, is your +2 bonus to earn income,
We get a +2 bonus to earn income.
to earn income checks, and we can treat everything as if it's 1 level higher.
Oh,
So if you want to do stuff like that, specifically with things from NPCs from those factions. And you're at 8 for North Bank.
Yep.
So that is liked. Everyone there is friendly. The DC mod's going to be a -2, and you will have a +1 to earn income from North Bank.
noise.
The reputation is liked, admired, and revered. And then down that scale is ignored, disliked, hated, and hunted.
What kind of a campaign are you running to get to like hunted and hated and stuff?
Run out with like pitchforks and
Yeah.
torches.
Okay, I still needed to talk to Osu.
Like we are with the healthcare companies.
I'm ready.
Osu, here, come here.
Oh, sure. What do you need, guys?
I'm going to look around and make sure that there's nobody like listening in, and that Stefan actually like left.
Stefan did not leave. He's right around the corner.
I'm ready.
Okay. Anyway, let's just ignore that. So yeah, there's nobody around. I'm gonna be like, hey, I know you're much better at this stuff than I am.
What are you talking about?
Uh,
I didn't make any of this.
no, that's not what I meant. I meant like putting stuff into food so people poop and things.
I don't know what you're talking about, guys.
Look here,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
this cask. It's the
Shit snakes.
yeah shit snakes, right?
Okay.
Because you're the shit snake guy.
I thought that was your moniker.
No, it's yours.
Gardas,
Anyway,
are we
let's
playing
change-
a prank on somebody?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. But anyway,
All right, I'm in.
I got this cask. I know. I got this cask. This is the last of my ale from the Bearded Boar, so it's the best that I have, right?
Okay.
And he gives it to you. I don't really know how to do this and everything and play a prank on somebody, but can you take that and do something to it and then make sure that Cedric gets it?
Cedric gets it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
It doesn't necessarily have to be at the festival tonight, but I mean, you know, it might be funny if it were.
Just leave it to me, Gardas.
Yeah,
I can handle this.
I knew I could trust you.
You can put something buffing in there.
Yeah, right? Oh. That would change our relationship. But yeah, I just want make sure that Cedric gets it. He doesn't have to know it's for me, but maybe like an apology thing. I don't know. But I think it would be funny. And also, fuck that dude.
I don't know, Gardas. I feel like maybe you could have learned a lesson there, and maybe you should be the.
Listen, the lesson that I learned was don't fight somebody on their own terms. That dude was set up to fist fight people. I mean, from the beginning. I think he was born in a boxing ring or something.
Well, don't sell yourself short, Gardas. You're pretty good in a fight, too.
Oh, thanks, Osu. That's it. I don't have anything else to say to you.
Okay,
right
I
now.
think I've got an idea. I'll
You can go.
I'll talk to you later.
I thought you were a great fighter, sir.
God damn it. Stefan, never mind. And I just go off and continue doing whatever I was doing before.
So I'm going to say we're going to move on to the festival. Osu, if there's anything else you specifically would like to do, you're like the only one that has any free time left before about 6.
I think we're gonna make some prank booze.
All right. You tell me what you're doing.
I think the one that we're gonna do is we're gonna go for like staining beer. I want it to stain everybody's teeth who drinks it really bad. Like,
Ooh, you know who's coming back with some berries?
yeah.
He doesn't.
There
know
goes
that.
our food point.
You know who also, I mean, you can
I
do.
guess he would. Yeah.
It's your call at this point, but he did ask you just for Cedric. I don't think Gardas wants to prank the whole town or anything.
Oh, sure. I'm sure
But, you
that's
know,
what Gardas wants.
What happens, happens.
Just got so out of control.
Yeah, right? It just took a turn. Gardas wasn't even expecting that. I think it was Jeff.
He doesn't expect much, though.
So, Osu, what do you think the pranking skill is? Do you think it's deception, thievery, maybe stealth?
Well, I feel like I've got all of the cover in the world to do it because I've got the whole tea house and
Yeah.
nobody's really going to be paying attention to me.
I think it's a deception check.
Or maybe a nature would make more sense, like that I get the dyed teeth thing wrong. Oh, what do we got here? That's cruel and unusual. You want to start a riot?
It's not permanent.
Kyle was pointing to something.
Yeah, Kyle interrupted and pointed to his screen.
And nobody else. So we're just as clueless as the rest of
we have
you.
no idea what's going on either.
So there's an alchemical item that's elixir of gender transformation.
Oh, wow. Doesn't it say you have to be willing, though?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it says you have to ingest it, like, knowingly.
Yeah, that one is
You also
different.
would probably need multiple days to make that.
Oh, this is basically like doing hormone therapy. You have to
Yeah,
do
you
it
have to
for
keep-
months or years.
Yeah, depending on
You
the
don't have to
strength
be
of it.
willing, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Osu's
Oh my God.
100% not going to not
long
consensually
con.
change somebody's gender.
It would be funny.
That would no,
Really messed up.
no, that's wrong.
What about if we put some pesh in it?
That's what,
Hey, as far as I know, Stefan and Violet Wagon aren't here. So
Oh, sorry,
go
I'll shut
ahead,
up, I'll
Life.
shut up.
Why don't you tell me what you're doing?
I'll shut up.
yeah. Does a nature roll sound good? Like,
Yeah, I'm
if,
just cranking up the DC.
if I get it right, then it does what I want it to. If I get it wrong, then it's just poop beer again.
Just poop beer.
Yeah.
I'll make it up. I got this. You
Okay.
tell me what you roll.
All right,
Come on.
that's a 16 on dice,
Ooh, yeah.
and my nature's a 3, so that's a 19 altogether.
There's a bioluminescent bomb.
You think you got it?
Yeah, nailed this one. I
Yeah.
got it. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Laughing the whole time.
You think it has to?
Oh, just chuckling. Can't even hold it
you
together.
think you think it's gonna? You know it's gonna have to.
That's going in the supercut.
What's he doing?
You know it's gonna have to steep for a while,
That's fine.
but you're optimistic that it'll be ready long before festival kicks off.
Excellent. I go back. I try to sneak it back into Gardis's booth, and I change the label.
Oh man. I definitely want to be able to catch this. I'm opposing whatever you're doing right now.
So there are no opposed rolls in Pathfinder, but the DC will be your perception DC.
So
And Osu will have to give me a stealth check.
Okay.
I know that's
What
somewhere.
about thievery or deception?
I made my choice.
I like stealth better, anyways.
I'm looking at his thing. I know I'm
Oh right, my character sheet. That's on my character
Okay.
sheet.
Starting strong with a 16 on dice and a 4 for my stealth.
So a 20.
Dirty 20.
What's your perception
The
DC?
DC is 19.
Oh, just when he wasn't looking.
Shit.
And I'm going to give a hero point to both Life. What are you at, Life?
I'm at 2.
Maxed out now. And Jeff, what are you at?
1.
I'm going to give 1 to Jeff. We're 5 for 5.
He gets so anxious every time.
Life did some cool like catch where he like swung his hand down and snatched it out of the air.
Every single
And-
time.
Yeah, right. And the first time I like bumbled it and was hoping not to do it. So I wanted to look cooler this time. And I
You did
pulled
great.
it off. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
So
appreciate
cool.
that.
Yeah, I think you look cool all the time, Jeff.
So, thanks.
He's
I
one of the
appreciate
coolest
that. Yeah.
guys I know.
Uh-huh,
At
right.
least at the table.
This has gone from flattering to patronizing.
What is
Don't worry, Jake.
patronized?
I don't think you're cool.
Our business is going to be ruined after tonight.
What you're talking about.
You think it's going to go great.
My favorite part about this is that it comes on the back of finding out that the original bearded boar was going under because Osu had previously tainted his competition wine, and if he hadn't done so, they might have been in better financial situation.
Right, you talk about Gardis learning lessons. Does Osu doesn't like ever look in a mirror? Life can't talk anymore.
You're still too proud. You're
Been
still too
laughing for
proud,
so
Gardis.
There's tears in his eyes.
long. No.
Okay. Well,
It's so perfect. I'm so happy.
honestly, it was like. First of all,
I wasn't expecting it either.
no, that's the thing is he completely got me. Like not just getting Gardis, but you got me too. You got Jeff.
A weird thing, Gardis would trust him with this because he's already so suspicious. But he's like, "Oh, I can make amends. Two
Well-
birds with one stone. I can get Osu to like me more and get back at."
Yeah.
Osu offered you a
Cedric.
chance to forgive Cedric, and you didn't take it. So necessarily, the prank has to be on you.
There's multiple reasons to disagree, but anyway.
Now the ginger change potion would have been hilarious.
Oh my god.
Maybe that's what it's going to be. Tony said he was going to decide.
Yeah.
The full moon is already beginning to rise in the dusky sky. It's still pretty early, but getting later and later into fall, the days are getting shorter. And here, at first long night, the moon is in full swing. On the horizon, we see Violet Wagon pulling his cart, his little radio flyer. It is piled high with berries, and atop it sits Ari. She's playing a casual song with her Urhu, helping Violet march along. Her face and Violet's both painted and covered with berry juice. Osu is lounging next to Gardis' stand. He's relaxed, a smug smile resting on his face. And
Completely unnoticed.
Gardis has a wide smile because he is caught up in serving his alcohol. It seems as if the festivals are about to get into full swing. People are gathering in the town center. You already begin to hear the shouts of revelry. People are telling stories. You see they're all decked out in their red string and their hats. They have on bracers, very ceremonial looking bracers. A lot of them carry tiny lanterns. You see they have little tiny cages, and you can hear crickets chirping inside these gourd-shaped containers that they carry on their shoulders or around their waist. And all of their footwear looks rather light. They're already eating moon cakes. Some of them are eating their sesame and peanut butter soup. It's steaming. And a lot of them you can see are tipping some of their Gardas brand alcohol into their peanut butter soup.
I'm starting off. I have it categorized. I'm starting off with the good stuff, the better stuff, so that by the time we get to the crappier ale, people will be drunk and they won't notice that it's not as good.
Perfect game plan. You guys are gathering in the square now. Is there anything you guys would like to do before this officially pops off?
Tend to my fish.
Osu's 100% trying to get his face painted.
Yeah, I was gonna be in line. I want to get the top of my head painted.
Ari, you tell me in which order you're doing that, and then you tell me what you roll.
Okay. She's going to start like immediately unloading berries and start mixing up different colors.
Did you guys take your food point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Osu said something first, so he's gonna go first. And she has like this little comb that she like dips into the paint and then will comb through, because you have hair on your face, right? Or no?
On my art, I don't have, there's a little bit of canvas to work with.
A little bit of face.
Yeah, there's
around
a
the
little
eyes.
bit of face. Yeah.
Cool. What
As
do
you begin this, time slows down. The festive noises that you hear, Ari, kind of drown out and they slow down. And you begin to do this, what you've done 1,000 times, but your hand is shaking a little bit. Give me a will save.
Uh-oh, we ate some bad berries.
Oh no.
They're probably going to make us poop. Classic Osu prank.
It's a modified 20.
You're unnerved. You're not entirely sure why, but you're very uncomfortable. You have the frightened condition.
Are you okay there, Ari?
I need a minute. And she'll like put the berries down and like go for a little walk.
I'll paint your face, Osu.
Arms crossed.
All right, Violet.
Violet's face painting is just him smashing his hand and stuff and putting it on Osu's face.
That's your signature though.
Yeah.
You're signing all of these documents.
You're just signing your name on everyone.
Is the frightened like a continuous thing throughout the night?
As far as, yeah, right? It's
Okay.
not going to go away. It's not a round-based thing.
Okay.
I feel like that's not the berries, right? The berries she ate.
I don't
They're
know.
not making her frightened.
This could be PTSD.
And she'll eventually make her way over to Gardas's booth and just like take a cup, a mug, or whatever you have, and then not say anything, but just like keep walking.
Ari, you gotta pay for that. Oh. You're already walking away.
Hand wave.
Yeah.
You know, can I retcon something?
Violet, roll me a survival check as you
All right.
try to tend to your fish.
Okay. Survival this time. Oh my gosh, I'm so optimistic. 22.
You smoked them.
They're good? They're good to go?
They turned out pretty good.
Nice.
You smoked your fish. And I don't think you've ever cooked anything this way before, so you're not sure if like other people will eat it, but you think you nailed it.
Well, I think the reason why I tried the hunting lure to start with, was the fact that it was festival day, right?
You made that choice. Got it.
Yeah. The character did. And so because it was like festival day, he was trying to be a little traditional, and then it wasn't going so good, so we pivoted and it worked out all right. Pivot. Violet is also, you could probably see, got Mama's skull tucked under his jacket, and he's taking Mom with him to the festival.
Oh my god.
Of course.
So I thought you. Okay, when you dug up her bones,
Yeah.
weeks and weeks ago now.
Yeah.
I thought you just took like a little bit.
No,
like,
I took them
like
all.
a little-
I took all the bones.
You took every
I
single.
took
bone.
everything,
Even the tiny ones.
even the fingers. That's what I made the necklace out of, was finger bones.
That's what I thought. The only thing you took. I didn't
No.
realize you dug up the entire thing.
Mom will always be with us.
Oh my god.
The bones of our ancestors keep us safe, Gardus. Shut up. Don't tell Osu.
It would be pretty dark by now if it wasn't for the full moon and the various lanterns lighting the streets. Not despite the ones the people are holding with them. Old Matsuki takes the center stage, all of Willowshore out around him. He again takes all of you in, especially lingering on you four. And there's something shared in each one of those moments of eye contact, a moment of understanding, a moment of appreciation, this gratitude that's pouring out of this old man. There are those who would see us kneel in fear, who would feast on our despair, but they do not understand us, the people of Willowshore. They do not understand you. We are not just survivors. We are dreamers, we are builders. And tonight we laugh, we sing, and we honor our ancestors, and in doing so, we remind the spirits and the living alike, we are far, far more than what they expected us to be. To the memories of those who came before us, to the joys we share tonight, and to the future we refuse to surrender, I welcome all of you to the festival of the first long night. May it be a night of laughter, an unyielding hope. And he raises a glass, and you see, without a doubt, it's a deep purple color that came from Gardas' stall.
Yeah,
And as he drinks deeply, everyone out in the crowd takes a drink from their glasses, and a cheer goes up.
I was handing it out for the toast, like that specifically.
And people begin breaking out into different groups. You see people start working on lanterns, and people begin looking up at the moon, and people begin whispering excitedly. And Violet Wagon, you look up at the moon and you see it's huge, right? Perfectly round. It's a harvest moon. There's a tinge of bluish light to it, just a slight bit. Osu, you look up to the moon and you think of your family. You think of all the times you've had this festival for so long night. You think of what Usa usually does during this time. And you can't help but admire how beautiful it is. Gardas, you look up at the moon and it's kind of fuzzy. It's kind of moving back and forth a little bit. And it fills you with warmth. There's a strange sense of protection. You had missed the moon before early in this adventure, but now here it is, grand and adios. Ari, you look to the moon and it seems to be visibly spinning. And as it's rotating and rotating and rotating, on one of the rotations, you see these weird features on it. And as it turns blood red. And you see these features turn into a jagged, broken tooth smile. Huge, hideous, bloodshot eyes with X-like pupils through them. And little vertical slits where the nostrils and nose should be. And this tongue lolls out of this mouth, the moon looking down you on a monstrous face. And it's grinning black, bluish, rust-colored ichor just dripping from its mouth. Give me a will save.
Do you guys want to see what the moon looks like in ultraviolet? I looked up a picture.
Oh my god.
It's an 18.
So as it's looking at you, it seems as if it begins to fall. And it's coming at you incredibly fast. And it's gone. You are frightened too. And you can't bear to look at the moon. But when you glance back up at it, it looks pretty normal.
So I can bear to look at the moon?
I mean, in short, quick glances.
Okay.
You can't bear to stare at the moon.
Okay. Did anybody see that?
See what, Ari?
Yeah, Matsuki was actually looking pretty good up there. I didn't expect it, but
handsome Matsuki.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm not feeling so well, and she'll look at the drink that she's currently consuming and just put it down somewhere.
oh no, that's some of the good stuff, Ari.
Maybe I've had
Can't
enough.
waste it. I'm gonna pick it up and drink it.
I guess I'm just seeing things.
Really? Sorry. Well, what did you see? When you asked if we saw that? What did you mean?
Well, I don't know. It sounds like I'm crazy or something.
Sounds like I'm crazy.
Like if I told you that's what it would sound like.
I mean,
That's okay. You guys say a lot of crazy things.
yeah,
What's new?
I guess that's true. Gardas especially.
you gotta single me out.
And she's just kind of like drawing into herself, like her arms are crossed and she's like shaking a little bit. But she's like, the moon, it just started spinning and it turned red and there was this evil face and it tried to eat me. And
Grotus.
I don't know.
Oh.
What, Osu?
Grotus.
Look,
it's
it's
Grotus.
The god of the boneyard.
what?
The skull-faced moon.
Can I do a...
Religion?
Yeah, I have a +1 to religion, but I can do that. That's 7. I've never heard of Grotus before.
I do.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I don't.
But I mean, sounds
Now Osu's the crazy one.
yeah,
No.
not crazy. I mean, we've all seen some stuff over the last few weeks.
I've seen him before too, Ari.
Wait, what?
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Tell me about what happened. What was going on?
It was that time I took that Dreamtime tea. He was hanging in the sky, so full of malice.
Yeah, but that makes sense. That's a hallucinogen, isn't it?
No. Dreamtime tea is not crazy tea. It's future tea. You see the future.
It's okay, Ari. It's our moon.
You mean it? You're sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Don't think the moon belongs to us.
No, it's not a metaphor. How do you? What is it? It's. I don't know. I understand what you're saying, though.
I'm just saying, people get real possessive. The forest is ours. The moon is ours. Doesn't belong to you. It's the moon.
They kind of meant this shared experience, probably not the
That's it, Gardas. That's the
physical
one.
moon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got there.
okay. Yeah, it's our moon.
Maybe some food will help. And she goes to get some like sesame soup.
Fish. It's a handful of fish right off of the thing.
Darlings, you let me know if anything suspicious is going on. She looks at each of you in turn. Granny Who, with like 3 city guards. I'm in charge of security tonight, and this festival will not go like the last one.
Is her mouth dyed?
It is not currently dyed.
Okay.
No. You have a suspicion that she might try to stay sober if she is in charge of security, and
Yeah.
she has reason to be on edge.
Probably for the best.
Hey, Granny, have you seen Stefan lurking about anywhere?
I hope he's found some place to go hide, that useless young man.
Right? He's up to no good. I can see it. He keeps going around asking people to see their permits and stuff.
Permits.
Yeah.
What a fool, young man.
Right?
I'll have to go break his kneecaps. And she storms off.
Oh, well.
Granny Who, wait, have a drink.
All right, let's go to admiring the moon. You see there's a bunch of
man.
people gathered there, and they all have little pieces of parchment. Some of them seem to be like reciting words to themselves. A crowd has gathered. There are judges have been selected. You see old Matsuki, one of them, teeth stained, and he looks, despite his experience in alcohol abuse, pretty sloshed.
Yeah. Sounded like it with that speech.
Yes, you
But in his mind, it sounded great.
Yep.
Who is participating in this event?
So we have some things, just meta speak, right? We have different things we can do, and we're not doing all of them, right? But I think we're all singing.
Okay, who's rolling in the Admiring the Moon contest?
Me and or Courtney.
I have a poem.
Okay,
Yeah, me and Courtney.
I'll let both of you go.
Okay, cool.
As people are gathering, a couple people go. Some of them are pretty bad. Then Midge steps up. She covers her eyes and then brings them down to cover her mouth. Then she puts them on her chest and on her stomach And then she offers both of them up, palms up to the moon. O silver queen who guards the night, your face unmarred, serene in light. While we below bear scars of fate, your constant glow our fleeting state. Ymir hung in endless skies, reflecting truth's whispered lies. The spider's web, the ghost's lament, in your soft gaze seem, but not heaven sent. Yet do you mourn what you have seen? Fleeting joys, the heart's unclean, or do you smirk indifferent cold, watching living growing tired and old? Tear gathers in her eyes, one softly cascades down her cheek. Still, as your beams caress the stream, we weave rebellion in your gleam. No Joromungu, curse nor pain, ever dim your light, nor break your chain. O lantern vast, we lift our eyes. Through you we dream, and yet still we rise.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yay!
Gardas is
Wow.
like doing kind of a dad thing, like cheering extra hard.
Yeah.
Mitch is so talented.
You're supposed to clap now. Oh, Susan
Oh,
forgot
yeah,
that
yeah.
part. Yeah.
He's drooling.
Osu starts celebrating long after everyone else has stopped. And Midge like flinches, like surprised, looking around.
Nice.
Is there anyone else?
Violet writes song.
Everyone deadpans and slowly looks to Violet Wagon.
Guys, will you help me with song?
Wait, what?
Yeah, here's a sheet. It's music sheet. It's got words on it.
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah, it's family song. Some of it's new for the moon.
You do see some words on it, but mostly it's scribbles and ink spills.
Okay, ready.
Are you ready?
Are we supposed to sing this?
Yes, it's a song. Just follow Ari's lead.
Oh,
It's not that hard. It'll be good.
Yeah,
all right, all right.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, are you guys ready?
I'm so ready.
So I'll do the verse, and then you guys do the chorus, and then Ari does the verse, and then we do chorus together again.
Okay.
I'm so nervous.
Got
Which
it.
one's the chorus?
It's just like when I pause, then everybody sings, and then when Ari pauses, everybody sings.
Sure.
Is Mitch watching?
Midge is watching.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
Everybody's
She look-
watching Osu, not just Midge, but the whole town.
She looks nice in the moonlight with the candles and stuff,
Yes,
doesn't she?
yes.
Yeah, did you see how she did her
She's very
hair
pretty.
today?
Yeah, it's
pretty
all
good.
Yeah.
braided, full. She's a pretty lady. Okay. Are you ready to sing in front of her?
What?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, here we go.
All of us.
Everybody in the audience, shut up. It's singing time. This is for the moon. Have we lost Tony there for a minute? Wait a second.
I would love it if Violet just like sung like an angel, like if he was just such a good singer.
Ooh, I could try.
Yeah, you do
Just do Violet.
You do
Okay. Okay. Maybe we'll do both and then I'll just edit it later.
Yeah.
All right. Guiding the lost who wander at night, providing reflection for seeking sight. Faithful lantern in the sky, the wicked you do mollify. Moon rise on the horizon, shimmering large, radiant gold, climbing through the starry sky, silvery glow, beautifully spun. Okay, shut up, guys. Ari sings now.
A night without the moon is woe, exposed to every friend and foe. Stunning moonbeams always wheel, the moon's protection gives us seal.
Everybody together now. No, go down. Is it the same? The last one? Oh, cool with this. Moonrise on the horizon, shimmering large and glowing gold. Horizon, climbing through the starry sky.
Silvery glow, beautifully spun. Woo! We did it! We didn't practice that at all. I don't know if anybody realized. Good job, guys. Vi, that was beautiful.
We did it. We did a song. Violet wrote a song.
Is that what we were supposed to do?
Violet, give me a performance check.
Oh, okay. What about intimidation? Oh, that's not bad. 21. 19 on the die.
Wow. Violet really practiced this one.
I'm gonna roll for Midge.
Oh, it's a roll off.
It's whoever gets the highest.
I hope her performance is trash.
Wow.
This is the first time I rolled. I'm rolling the dice Jeff got me all those months ago
Oh
for the
my
Christmas
gosh.
special.
That's what everybody's rolls today have been very heavy.
Is there, Mitsuki says, stumbling a little bit, anyone else for the mood miring contest?
I do have a poem. Osu, can you stand next to me?
Sure. Yeah, that's no problem.
Okay.
Where do you want me to stand?
You're fine right there.
Oh, great.
She'll like link her arm around Osu's if she can reach it. She pulls out this little piece of paper and she'll like glance in the moon for a second and then look down at her paper. And she says, "The sun's light fades, warm and pink. Darkness then begins to slink. The shadows grow upon the soul. Tendrils grasp, and down they pull. But as faith and hope drip away, a new face rises, but cannot stay. Throughout the day she'll wax or wane, a constant change, but still the same. Her gentle growth a soft reminder, we too must grow, always ponder. And when she ebbs, do not fret. Born anew, she resumes her trek. We grow, we age, mistakes are made. We must embrace our time to fade. For better, for worse, the soul goes on. The river of life stops for no one." And she'll fade out and just like stand there and she's like, "It's still our moon. It's still our moon.
It's still our moon.
It's
Ari.
still our moon."
Give me a will save.
Oh, God. I don't know which one to use. I've just been like so stressed about this.
Were you like looking up at the moon that whole
Mm-mm.
time?
She was not.
Oh.
I specifically said I looked at it and then looked down. I'm going to turn in a hero point. I rolled an 8,
Yeah.
which is the worst of my will saves so far, and I'm actually really nervous about this. That's a 7. So,
Oh no.
16.
And you just break down sobbing. You do not believe it's still your moon.
Oh no.
Give me a performance check
Okay.
with your -2.
Hey, Midge.
Yes.
I think Ozu is feeling a little down today. Any chance you want to go hang out with him a little bit?
I can go talk to him.
Nice.
That is a 14.
Oof.
Betrayal.
And people kind of look at Ari a little shocked after her beautiful performance and this unilateral behavior directly afterwards, because people began to applaud and she, the performer, couldn't handle it. And as people look at her nervously, we fade to black.
With an aunt and uncle of ours who we hadn't seen in like 10 years or something. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
And every time I talked, my aunt would be like, and they're like, "How you doing?" She's like, "You sound so much like your dad."
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, like the startled look. I was sitting next to her at dinner and she kept like flinching when I would speak. Like, is Mike here?
She remembers when you hit her.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's just that one
You got it.
time. It was an accident.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, no, it wasn't an accident. She
Yeah.
had it coming. You know?
Yeah.
Jeff can relate.
Yeah. Just rough her up a little.
My mom literally texted me that quote. Like, she didn't comment. She was like, "This was one of the funniest fucking things I've heard." So
Which one?
we could rough her up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. We could wrap her up a little bit.
I mean,
That was a good one.
all right. Silence.
Why?
Yes, and?